Hey, thanks for dropping in today. And an extra thank you to my subscribers. You guys keep me motivated to make new content. In fact, this video is inspired by some of the 400 comments I've gotten on the 3 videos on gaming. And some of these comments, well, they're kind of sad. Many of you have commented about your parents' strong disapproval of your gaming. Let's read one of these from Zach, the Crazy Best. I think that is supposed to be Beast, but anyway. I live with my grandma, and when I'm playing, she just screams, "I grew up in a barn, and every morning I had to go get the cows up." She does not understand that we're living in a new era, and I'm not growing up in a barn, and it's so annoying. Here's another from a gamer named John Gonzalez. My mom got me a console, and she won't even let me play it. So this video is about gaming complaining, when parents complain about their kids spending too much time gaming, which results in conflict and even anger. The parents aren't happy. The kids aren't happy either. This video offers 2 solutions to this problem. But first, let's talk a little bit about complaining. Tell me if you've ever heard a parent say something like this. "It's a beautiful sunny day and you're wasting your time playing that game." Or, "When are you going to stop playing that game and do your homework?" Or something like this. "I can't believe you've been playing that game for 3 hours straight." When parents say things like this, they are complaining for a reason. They don't know how to control the amount of gameplay going on in their home. They want less time spent gaming and more probably on homework time. If parents can't easily get the change they want, they start complaining sometimes. Let's face it, it's easy to complain. So, sorry to say this, but here's a newsflash for parents. Complaining won't change the behavior. It won't achieve your goal of decreasing your child's gaming time. Don't believe me? Think about how you respond to someone complaining about you. Think about when you were young and maybe your parents would complain about something you were doing, or even today. Maybe your boss has done some complaining about you at work. Did it ever make you change your behavior? Probably not. I bet it annoyed you. I bet it made you a little mad, or even made you not want to change the behavior just to spite the complainer. Am I right? So parents, sorry to bang on your head about this, but if you want to change behavior, complaining ain't going to do it. Complaining is kind of lazy. Changing a behavior, time spent gaming in this case, requires effort. In a minute, I'll give you these 2 techniques that can work much better than complaining. To get us started, let's try something unique. Let's try to understand each other. From both sides. Kids, you are going to try and understand your parents' views on gaming, and parents, you're going to try and understand why your kids love gaming. So starting off with kids, let's time machine back to when your parents were your age. What kind of games were they playing? There were games. Super Mario, there was Donkey Kong. Side-scrolling games. And kids loved those games. They would play them for hours and hours. They played them all afternoon, and their parents were probably trying to push them to do other things as well. You know, I realized that I had actually had that hole in the wall. Off script. Gotta get this painting back up here real quick. Okay, so that world, that gaming world from your parents' side-scrolling sort of technology is very, very different than the world today. Today we have these open world games like Red Dead Redemption 2, for example, games that are huge, highly immersive. Kids want to explore them and find new stuff, and they seem to go on and on and on forever. Then we have something like sandbox games. Minecraft would come to mind. These games have no real defined end to them. They're creative games. You get to build stuff, create stuff. You can make stuff as simple or as complex as you want. And of course, the other aspect is that it's very, very social, especially in the time of COVID. You might be, strategizing with friends, and this is your group. This is who you're hanging with right now, and you're hanging virtually, and that's important. So the point is this: if your parents are not modern gamers, they're relating to a gaming world way back in history. That is very different than the highly immersive world today. They don't really understand the world that you're so enthusiastic about and why you want to play these games so much. You don't understand why they want to hold you back from this world that you find so interesting and immersive and engaging. So that's part of the problem. We're not communicating with each other, and that's what the next step is going to be. Okay, here's the first technique. It can be a little bit awkward, but it can also be very effective. I know because I've done it. If you have conflicts in your home centered around gaming, I want you and your kid, your gamer kid, to do some acting. It's called role reversal. Find a room in your house, chill out, and next I want you, the parent, to play your child. Pretend you are actually your child. For your child, you play your mom or dad, just like you're in a film. Stay in your roles, be the parent and child, just roles reversed. Our goal in this rather strange exercise is to relate to the other's viewpoint by pretending to be the other person. Weird, I know, but it can actually work. Here's what you do next. Ask some questions that relate to the gaming issue in your house. As the parent playing the child, here's the question. Why do you keep telling me I'm gaming too much? The idea is to simply get a conversation going. If you can keep this up for even just 5 minutes, it can be really helpful in seeing the other person's viewpoint. I've seen this have actually an almost magical effect and get two people talking and really communicating about something that they have been totally deadlocked on for months. So push through the awkwardness. You got this, and let me know in the comments how it works for you. Now, before I go, a second tool that can also be very useful is this. It's the family meeting. It takes about 20 minutes, and you'll find the recipe for a successful family meeting somewhere up here. Either way, either technique, the idea is to stop with the nagging and move into communicating. Gaming can be a complex issue. I realize that. And as parents, we actually need real tools in order to resolve the problems that might arise. By the way, let me just say, you might have to use either or both of these techniques I described more than one time. It's not necessarily a one or done. So get good at this, learn how to do it, be comfortable with it, and this can actually be a big part of your family toolbox in moving ahead with complex issues. And I will also say, that they can also be useful in future issues that come up that have nothing to do with gaming at all. So they are really, really good techniques. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.